Hi everyone, thanks for watching, and welcome to New York City. Now let's say you've arrived in New York at Penn Station in Manhattan, but either you're living or you're staying across the Hudson in Jersey City. How do you get there? Well, how about the train? Let's ride the Port Authority Trans-Hudson, or the PATH. Hey everyone, it's me Tom. Welcome to a brand new video. Behind me, that's the skyline of Manhattan. That's one of my favorite views in the world, but what I like even more than looking at New York City is being in New York City. Right now, I'm in Jersey City. It's right across from the Hudson River, and it often offers cheaper hotel options. As you can see, between Jersey City and New York City is not only a state line, there's the Hudson River. Now, neither a border nor a body of water is going to be an obstacle today, because today we are taking the Port Authority Trans-Hudson, also known as the PATH. If you love train travel, hit that subscribe button. We upload at least once a week, and this way you won't miss any of our content. You can also join our community on Patreon. Your support gives you access to cool features such as early video releases. And finally, follow us on our social media, Instagram and TikTok. Hey, delivery van, don't try to cut in front of a light rail. It doesn't end well. Anyway, let's move on to the main feature of today, the PATH. So this is Exchange Place Station. It's the last stop before World Trade Center on the other side. Here's the entrance. Now I am going to have to be discreet because the PATH has a no photography law. It had been a few years since I had ridden the PATH, and I could definitely tell that there had been some improvements, like these displays at the train stations indicating the next departures. So I know I've done videos of the PATH before, but you guys, this is probably my favorite transit system in North America. I like the way the trains look, I like how convenient it is, and overall I just think it's a really great system that, other than the Patco high-speed line and the BART in San Francisco, I think it's pretty unique. So it only takes about 2 minutes to get from Exchange Place to World Trade Center, and let's talk a little bit about the history of the PATH. Though construction on the Hudson Tube started in 1874, the first tube, the Hudson Uptown Tube, was opened in 1908. It connected Hoboken with 19th Street and was later extended to 23rd Street. In 1909, the Hudson and Manhattan Railroad opened the Hudson Downtown Tube, the section we're running on now. Later that year, it was connected, allowing trains from 23rd Street to go to either Hoboken or Hudson Terminal. In 1910, it was slowly extended to Newark in New Jersey, and the current service pattern was started. Fast forward to 1962, the Hudson and Manhattan Railroad had gone bankrupt and services had been taken over by the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. I think the service pattern was very well designed. You can take a train from both Manhattan terminals across the river to both lines in New Jersey. Now, the trains aren't very comfortable at all, but you have to remember, this is pretty much just like a second subway system in New York. That just happened across a state line. And these PA5 train sets are very modern. They've got LCD screens with information and advertisements on them. And what I really like about these is that the exterior has some blue and isn't just the boring silver that we see on most North American metro trains. Now we're arriving at World Trade Center Station, which used to be the Hudson Terminal until it was renamed when the PATH took over. Interesting fact about this station is that it's not a terminus station like you'd expect it to be. Instead, approaching trains enter a loop and arrive at the platforms, which are arranged in a north-south configuration. When the trains depart the station, they then continue the loop.
This is the train to Hoboken. Next stop at Exchange Place, Newport, and Hoboken.
This is World Trade Center Station. There was a lot of PATH staff at this station, so I'm sorry if some of the footage is a little bit choppy. I've never gotten in trouble before, but you just don't know. Anyways, right in front of me is the Oculus. Of course, the World Trade Center station was destroyed in the 2001 terror attacks on the World Trade Center, and the new building, which is called the Oculus, opened in 2016. Not only does this building have a very impressive design, it's also got lots of shops and convenient connections to several different New York subway stations. All in all, this is the 5th busiest public transport transfer center in New York City, and it's a popular tourist destination. Anyways, that was just a quick trip on the PATH. The PATH is a really convenient way to travel from New Jersey to New York City. It goes all the way to Hoboken and Newark. It costs $2.25 per ride, and you can use your Metro card. In the future, you'll be able to use your Omni card. And I think it's not as well known as some other transit systems in the US, but it's one of my favorites. So thanks for watching. Please make sure to subscribe to Trains Are Awesome, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching today. Please subscribe to Trains Are Awesome for more cool train and travel related content. See you next time. And then arrive at New York.